Now in Philadelphia, obviously, it's become a fairly dicey situation, not a good performance against the Falcons. An opportunity there for them to shine. It really didn't happen. And now the heat has really been turned up on both, I think, Andy Reid and Michael Vick. First of all, at the quarterback position, what do you think the best way is for Reid to handle that situation? And are there risks and benefits of maybe going to Nick Foles?
Well, hey, I've said all along that whether it's Michael Vick or any other player in this league, that when you turn the ball over and you do the things that hurt your team or keep your team from being able to win football games, it's hard to stay in the lineup. But when you start looking at the alternative, is that better? And there's no question that when Michael Vick is playing the type of football that we know he's capable of playing, then he, without question, gives them the best chance to win. So I think as a coach, you're always kind of caught in saying, yeah, if the performance continues the way that it has, then we need to make a change. But we've all seen him play at a really high level, and that level is certainly better than anything else we have. And so that's kind of the dilemma that the Eagles find themselves in, particularly when you're considering going to a young player, and then you really don't know what you're going to get. And in a lot of ways, you could say that Michael Vick at less than his best is better than the backup coming in and playing without a whole lot of experience. But there's no question there's a lot of pressure on this team. There has been all season. There was last year. We know about Juan Castillo being fired. Hey, last week's game was disappointing. Playing at home off of a bye, we all expected a lot better performance. We say it every week, they've got to get it going. I just don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, it looks questionable at this point. And what do you think about Reid's future in Philadelphia? Had so much success there over the years. Do you have a sense of where that might be heading?
Well, I mean, based on what Jeff Lurie said, the owner of the Eagles coming into the season, 8-8 or not making the playoffs was not acceptable. So you've got to believe that if this team doesn't make the playoffs, then Andy Reid won't be back. And I think based on last year, after the splash that they made in free agency, and they signed a lot of players, they spent a lot of money, and this team's underperformed. And there's not much of a honeymoon around the National Football League, regardless of whatever it is that you've accomplished in the past. And so I think in light of what happened last year and what's happened up to this point, people, not just one person, but people are going to be accountable. And I would imagine that if they don't get it going and, as I said, make the playoffs, then Andy Reid will be gone. Michael Vick will be gone, and a whole lot of other people will be gone.